I am Angela Healy, the CEO of AvenueWest Global Franchise.
My name is Tim Healy. My wife Angela and I, we own AvenueWest, Denver, San Francisco, and Global Franchise.
AvenueWest is a network of real estate brokerages throughout the United States. We manage investors' residential properties that are fully furnished.
In terms of our model, homeowners that come to us, they either have a property where they bought it as an investment, or they decided that they're going to downsize but they want to keep the property, or they're moving to a new job and so they want to be able to keep their property without having to sell it because they might decide to move back in. And we have the availability to take their property, which is already fully furnished, generate some income for them, and provide the best type of tenants for them.
Our primary business is corporate housing. So corporations will bring employees in on assignment and they're wanting a fully furnished residential property. And we're providing that for them through our investor-based properties.
We want to provide a home away from home. So a lot of individuals who are here for at least 30 days don't necessarily want to be in a hotel type setting. They want to be able to be in an area where they have a lot of room to kind of spread out. We get to work with all the major sports teams here in Colorado. We work with a lot of traveling doctors and nurses. And then we work with individuals who are here on a short-term stay.
The positives for us is that we are able to only pay the rent to the property owner when the property is rented. But it is a win for the investors because traditional investors, they rent their properties unfurnished. We can provide them with a higher rental income than they can get from the unfurnished. So it is a win for the investor as well.
When we speak to a homeowner and we kind of give them the option of what they can make fully furnished versus unfurnished, they can make 2-3 times the rent per month than they could doing it long-term unfurnished. And so, we try to show them the value of when you do it unfurnished. An individual's bringing in all their furniture. There's a lot more wear and tear when somebody's bringing in couches, TVs, or the ones putting pictures on the wall compared to an individual who's coming in with just their suitcase.
We believe that our model is a win-win-win model because the franchisees are able to have that less risk and be able to have a very sustainable company. The investor wins because they get a higher rental income, and the corporation wins, our tenants, because they're in a better product than they would be if their employees were in an apartment. So we're really looking for people who are willing to kind of dig in and do some hard work to get their market up and running. If you have prior real estate experience, that is a plus. It's not a requirement. But you do eventually have to get a real estate license in order to manage other people's properties. The initial training when a new franchise comes into the program is a 3-day intensive training in Denver. And we try to go through all the basics of everything that they're going to be doing. But then because it's so much, it's like you're drinking from a fire hose, we do also do weekly training for at least a full year after the initial training.
We look for somebody who is motivated, who isn't afraid to take risks, and somebody who has a vision of, what I see myself now and what I could see myself in the future, and isn't afraid to go after that.
It is a lot of hard work. It's definitely not the kind of job that you can sit back and let someone else do everything. You definitely have to be committed. The team is absolutely wonderful. They are definitely the reason that I continue with this every single day. We really want to be a bottom-up organization, and every one of them takes that ownership of trying to make the franchise a better place. My goal for AvenueWest is to, again, double the number of franchises in the next 4 years. I would like to be 30 cities across the country. The largest corporate housing companies in our industry, none of them have more than 30 offices. We really have the ability to make an impact within our industry if we get to that number. We lost some really large players in our industry after COVID. So there is growth potential here because so many of the corporate housing companies did go out of business. that we really have an opportunity to take market share. Inc. magazine does their Inc. 5000, which is the fastest growing companies in the United States, and we were recognized as number 435. Just a very wonderful number to be. My passion with this is that I know that this business model works, and if I can teach that to other people who want to own their own business, kind of take over their own destiny, I would love to do that, because every time we add another franchise, it makes all of us stronger. And for another real estate agent to be able to start their own company and really have a lifestyle that they can maintain with it, to me, that's the success.